Welcome to Question Period, where every Friday I answer 5 questions people over 50 are asking about getting online, without the jargon, overwhelm, or assumption that you already understand the technology. Each week I will answer 5 questions that have been posted in the comments on this channel and answer them in a candid and clear way that will be of value to you. Now, in all transparency, the Online After 50 channel is new, so there are very few comments to address this week. So to that end, I have asked ChatGPT to scour the internet and relative YouTube channels to come up with the top 20 questions that people are asking about. Today, we'll look at 5 of these. You may have been asking yourself one or more of these questions. So let's jump in. The first question is, am I too old or too late to start online? And the answer is, I don't know. Are you? The obvious answer is no, you are not too old. You may be new to some of the technology, but you are not new to the experience that you want to share. After 50 brings you decades of knowledge, lessons, stories, and judgment with you. The online tools are simply a new way of making that experience available to someone else. You do not have to catch up with every platform or compete with people who grew up using this technology. You only need to choose one useful goal and learn the next small step required to reach it. Instead of asking, why didn't I start 10 years ago? Ask yourself, what could I start today that I would be glad to have started? What could I start today that I would be glad to have in 6 months from now? Over the years, I have worked in music with many players who were in their mid to late 80s and were just as vibrant as many who are half their age. There is something good that happens for people who remain engaged in an activity that gives them joy and purpose. Question 2. Where do I begin when there are so many things I could do? That's the million-dollar question. This is the question that many people who are retired or planning on retiring from a long career ask themselves. The thing to ask yourself is, what have I always enjoyed doing in work or my personal life? And then the follow-up question to this, which is, who is the first person I would want to help? Or what is one problem I could help this person solve? And the final question is, what is the simplest place where I can begin sharing that help? Facebook, a website, YouTube, other social media, LinkedIn, Instagram. Pick one platform and don't add a second until you are comfortable using the first one. Question 3. What should I talk about or build my online presence around? There are 3 things to think about when it comes to discovering what you should talk about. 1. What do people already ask me about? 2. What experience have you earned? And 3. Who would benefit from it? Think about the questions that you receive from friends, colleagues, clients, or members of the communities you belong to. And ask yourself, what do people say I explain clearly? What have I helped someone accomplish? What problems have I learned to solve? What would I happily help someone understand again? You don't need to be the world's leading expert. You only need to be a few steps ahead of the person that you want to help. Your useful experience might come from your career, a hobby or passion, a personal challenge you overcame, a volunteer or community work, a skill that you taught yourself, a major life transition, or something that you're currently learning. And the third thing to consider When finding out what you should talk about, consider who would benefit from it. What do they need help with? It's interesting that it's this point that things keep coming back to. Question 4. Do I need a website, a YouTube channel, or social media first? You do not need all three at once. Choose the best one that supports what you need and accomplish it right now. They each do different things. A web page is like your home base. It's a place where you can send people for them. A web page is like your home base. It is the place where you send people for them to find out more about you and your project. A YouTube channel helps people discover and trust you. It's the place where you can demonstrate what you know instead of merely telling people about it. And social media sites help you connect, but only if your audience is already there or you want to participate in others' communities or conversations. Start with a website if you already know who you help. You have a service, a course, a class, a project to describe. People need somewhere to learn about you or contact you. You want a professional online home. Start with YouTube if you enjoy teaching, explaining, demonstrating, or telling stories. You want to reach people who do not already know you. You are still discovering which topics interest your audience. You do not yet have a service or offer ready. You can also begin with simple videos while developing your website. Start with social media if your audience already gathers on one particular platform. You want to participate in conversations or communities, or you are comfortable posting short, frequent updates. You already have useful relationships or followers there. Choose one social platform at first. And finally, question 5. Can I really do this if I'm not technically confident? Yes, but you need to change what you expect from yourself. You do not have to learn websites, YouTube, social media, editing, email systems all at once. You only need to learn the next small skill required for the result you want. If today's result is recording a practice video, your entire technology lesson might be learning where to place your phone and how to press record. That's enough. Technical confidence usually comes after we complete something several times. It rarely arrives before we begin. So don't ask, do I understand all of this? Ask, what is the one small step I need to understand today? So that wraps up the first edition of Friday's question period. Look for 3 more videos to come your way next week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in that next video.